Right, I'm gonna go quick because 5 minutes is a lot for this. So first thing's gonna be I'm just gonna go down in order. You have the add function, which this adds the Pokemon that you've caught, allowing you to input all the data, Pokemon type, level. You got the add team, which is basically the same thing, but it allows you to create a team, and it's got 6 different slots for 6 different Pokemon, their types, their levels. Um, and it adds all of that as one object up to the server. Then you have the CSS, which just stylizes mainly images and background images, some containers and some text, but it's mainly just images. App.js is the Pokemon caught page. When it returns um, the title, images, about, and then it iterates using map through all of the Pokemon that you have entered in your server, as well as a delete button that warns you if you want to delete, and then confirms that you deleted it or released it to the wild. Um, I built this for my son, by the way, who's getting in love with Pokemon. So I thought if you do something you love, it's easier. Then there's the update, which is a link to a form, which we'll get to. And that's how most of the updating works, is it's all links to forms through the React router, and the delete buttons are just on the app itself. Then we got app router. It's like the brain. This is basically the main page. It contains the nav menu component, the footer, and then everything else as far as navigating through the web pages is placed below that. That way the nav menu and the footer are on every single page without having to add it a bunch of places. This just made it the easiest way to run it. Carousel is another component that's used in the home page. It's a pretty basic one. Um, it's just 4 images. It's manual and automatic, and it just goes through them with simple title and a little bit of writing in them. They're not interactable. You can't use them to go to different links or anything. It's just for show. Edit is what I use to edit the Pokemon type and level for the Pokemon caught page. I have it to where it auto populates the data using the target value, so that it's more user friendly, as well as the ID. So you can see, but that's disabled, so you don't have to worry about messing up with the server. Um, Same thing as all the other returns in this. Each one has image, Pokemon caught, and all that. I find it easier to put it into this, and then just allow the nav bar and the footer to be in the main part. In my opinion, it's easier to run that, and it looks nicer. Edit team is very similar, but this is for your teams. It pulls all the data from the back end. I added the ID, so you're getting that specific team that you want to update. You don't have to update all of them, just the one you want. It has the title, information, and then all the Pokemon's data. So you can change all of that. It's auto-populated as well. So if you need to change one thing, you change one thing, you update it, you're done. It's not going to mess with everything, which again, way more user friendly. Um, oh, the heck, where'd it go? Gym table I originally had on the homepage, but I didn't like it, so I made this gym page that just returns the gym table function, so I could move it to another page. This is the gym table, and it basically same as everything else. Title, image, description, and what this does is it pulls the objects from the server that shows you, and it maps through them individually, showing you every gym leader, what generation they are, their name, their Pokemon type, and their badge, and whether or not you've obtained the badge or not. And that's all that is. I'll help you in a second, buddy. Just give me one more minute, bud. Homepage is just that. It's the homepage. It contains the carousel component, as well as more images, titles, and then a list of all the Pokemon games, and then basically honorable mention Pokemon games. The other thing, this is like the one web page too, that other than being able to manually scroll through the home carousel, there's not really any information to change on it. Okay, there you go. Sorry. Give me 1 minute. Give me a minute. 1 minute. This is the index page, which basically just runs it. It runs app router, which contains everything in it. logos and these. This is the nav bar. It's a pretty basic nav bar. It's got the 4 pages you can click, homepage with one team builder and gym tracker, as well as a drop down menu that has links to 5 different Pokemon sites for just more data. These are some images that are used. Team is that. This is the team page, same thing. It just maps through all the different teams. And I have it mapping through out of the card so that each team is more organized better as each team gets its own card. Delete function, warnings, update obtained is just to update the only thing in it, which is the badge. So you have the gym and the badge name, but those are disabled. So the only thing you can mess with is whether or not you've received that badge or not. And all pages have a navigate that takes you either back to the page you originally were at, or when you delete it, refreshes that page so you can see the updated thing right away. And then other than that, you just have the server with all the data on it, which I put it a lot manually, so it took forever. Here's the actual web page. So start at the home page. You've got the home page, list of all the Pokemon, footer, nav bar, Pokemon obtained. Here's it. You can update. You can add one. We'll just do this quickly, just so for time's sake. It warns you, now you've added it. You could also release it. It asks you if you want to release it. Yes, I do. And it's released. Team Builder works exactly the same, except for each one's stylized in this individual card, so it's easier to read. And then you also have the gym badge tracker, which works exactly the same, but this is all listed out in order of generation with the hover effect. And I like the segregated table. I think it looks nicer. And then you could visit all these different Pokemon sites with other information on just by clicking them. It keeps you where you are at in the app and just takes you to the website. And that's it. I'm sorry if it's over. I don't think I can go any faster, and I'm sorry about my kiddo, but thank you very much. And it's been a pleasure. Thank you for everything.